We've got 2 more physical PlayStation Vita games coming up for pre-order soon. We've got the lewd casino game Pachi Pachi on a Roll and puzzle platformer The Lost Cube. Each of these games will be limited to 1,000 copies. These will be available at PlayAsia, and usually VideoGamesPlus.ca takes pre-orders on these Vita games as well. So you guys know I'm going to be picking these releases up anyway for my Vita collection, but let's take a quick look to see if these games are worth picking up for anyone that is not crazy. Let's go ahead and start with The Lost Cube. I haven't seen too much information on this game yet, but there is a demo on Steam if you'd like to give it a go. It says there are 60 unique levels and 2 boss fights. From what I can tell, it looks like these are single room puzzle platforming levels. We have a few enemies, spikes, lasers, and saw blades to deal with. Now, just looking at the trailer and frame stepping it, I can see the physics aren't quite as fluid as I'd like to see in a puzzle platformer. Disappointing, but I can deal with that. Doesn't mean the game won't be fun, it's just not maximizing its potential. Graphically, even though it's pixelated, I prefer this to the rough art style in Emma. I think this looks alright to me. Although I would like to see more art assets, I have a feeling we're already seeing most of them in this trailer. Overall, I would say this looks mediocre at best. Now, personally, I feel like it should have more elements to the puzzle platforming. Maybe unlockable abilities, even unlockable characters, secret levels, and a variety of collectibles could have added more depth to this game. That being said, you could do worse on the Vita, but you could definitely do a lot better too. Next up, we have Pachi Pachi on a Roll. Now, this game's actually available right now on the Nintendo Switch as a digital download. At only $7 US, it might be worth a shot. Basically, the premise for this game is about 2 thieves robbing the casino dry. The main gameplay is going to be pachinko, but there's a collection of mini games that you'll trigger while playing, like a very basic pinball table or brick breaker. Now, it looks like there are maybe 4 different pachinko tables to play on, each with their own theme, and the 2 thieves change outfits depending on the theme. On the left side of the screen, we have our list of goals to complete for each table. And because this is a lewd game, the main characters are willing to risk it all, including their clothing, to get what they want. I have to say though, it's a little disappointing seeing both characters look so similar. You know, maybe shake things up a bit. They don't both have to have big personalities in every area. Maybe just one of them could have a big heart, all nurturing and caring. The other could be petite and feisty. Maybe she be the type to argue with you and then wrestle you with her thighs. But what do I know? Maybe this is what people want. So this pachinko is kind of similar to Peggle, but it doesn't quite have the same level of polish that Peggle has. Although it does have other little games and challenges mixed in, and I do prefer looking at these characters over, say, Bjorn. You know, as attractive as Bjorn is, he doesn't always do it for me. I do really like the sound effects. They have a sort of a satisfying mechanical feel to them. The gameplay is a little slow-paced, but if you don't mind that sort of thing, it might be the perfect kind of game to play while multitasking. Anyway, it seems like the quantity is set appropriately for these games at 1,000 copies each. I don't expect high demand for them, but 1,000 copies is limited enough that they should sell out fairly quickly, which in a way is kind of a good thing because that means they'll hold their value well if one day, God forbid, you decide to sell them off. Also, if you're planning on picking them up at PlayAsia, just know there's a promotion going on where you get free shipping on all orders over $100. But definitely price these out because depending on where you're located, it might even be cheaper to purchase from VideoGamesPlus.ca. Anyway, stay tuned. I've got a couple of Japanese limited editions I want to unbox soon, and I've got a couple other games I want to check out with you guys. Anyway, feel free to jump in the comments below anytime. I love to hear from you guys.